What's up, everybody? Welcome to Quantum Ascent. I have GALA up on the screen here. This is the 2-day price chart. Over here, I did tweet out market cap measures the alt season. So there is something going on with the tokenomics here for GALA. You do have to use the market cap chart if you're going to be measuring the long-term price action. So I did that back on July 22nd. You can see the targets here. Go check that video out if you want the full scope. Today, just going to be diving into this recent price action because this thing's been brutal. It's been sitting around the April lows pretty much all year. And back here, this was the Trump pump high going into early December, just been down since then. So let's dive into the recent price action and see if there's anything hinting at us turning back up the other way. So looking at this right now, this looks like the low. I'm looking at these numbers up here. This low is 0.014018. This one, 0.014232. This is the low right here. All right, so a pretty brutal drawdown here for GALA going back to that November pump. But you can see we went. It was almost a 4x in the matter of 3 weeks, right? So not bad. At that point in time, that would have us up around 6 cents, right around that level. Not too far off from where we were at. So this whole thing, though, this whole drawdown now just looks like a macro A, B, C, right? That being the low right there. You could probably count out. Let's just do it anyway. Let's just do it. We're just going to do it. Like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rolls back up to wave 4. Yeah, this thing happens all the time, these 7-wave crashes. We talk about it on my channel literally almost every day. But you have a 7-wave crash or 5-wave crash. Wave 6 rolls up to wave 4. This gets taken out one more time for a wave 7. And again, like I said, this right here is the low. Right now. Not right now. Right now. So that being said, on the way back up, certainly looks like this has been weak so far, but we're looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, I gave waves 3, 4, and 5 as a target in another video, so make sure you guys go check that out. While you're checking that out, join the Quantum Circle, entries, exits, strategy, emotional, mental clarity, 2 daily macro videos. The link to that also in my bio. That's the real alpha, guys. That's where you want to be. So, all right, back to GALA. We have an argument that low could be in right here, right? We did the wave count. Right now, obviously, still kind of stuck in no man's land. Not a ton of strength off the floor. But if we look, let's go ahead and try this. Let's take fibs from that last low. Let's pull it up to that last high. And sure enough, it does tell us a story with the recent price action right now for GALA. Right now, battling just underneath that 702. Wouldn't be surprised to see this venture down a little bit lower and tap that 786 at like just under 1.4 cents, 1.37 cents. Could definitely see that being the case as it moves in here. The other thing that we kind of want to pay attention to is it sure looks like we have an A, B, C. So what we want to do is let's test how deep. That one was a 32% drop. This B wave high to down here, 27% drop. If we went all the way down, 28%. So from a percent drop perspective, we'd have to go a little bit lower. The other thing I want to measure, though, is the actual move. Let's go to bars pattern. I want to take this move, and I want to see distance-wise, have we hit it? Distance-wise, we haven't hit it either. Both of them are showing back down here around that 1.3 cent level. Right in here. So would not be surprised at all if this is the level we end up coming down to. Doesn't necessarily have to be an ABC here. It could be a little bit more complex of a structure, but this doesn't look like the drop is completely over yet. So I'm going to stick with that. Let's keep an eye on that 1.3 to 1.37 cent level here for a bottom to come in. All right, that wave 2 will come in. And then it's going to be time to turn this thing back up the other way. I know we are all ready for that. But again, guys, we're sitting waiting on the macro right now, right? The total chart's got to look good. The Bitcoin dominance needs to get going the other way, right? There's just some smaller things. The Russell 2000. There's a few different things we need to be looking at here, just to make sure that this is going to be able to turn up and find some strength going the other way. But as of right now, you see the count, you see where we're at in the lows. Let's see if we end up getting that 1.3 cent level here for GALA. So that being said, guys, like I mentioned, join the Quantum Circle, real-time trades, access to my portfolio, 2 macro videos a day, a Discord channel, and I teach you how to do TA just like me. Link in the bio. If not, super appreciative you're here. If you guys could just follow, like, repost. I want to blast this out to as many people as I can before alt season takes off, and it's too late. So thank you so much for being here. Talk to you guys later.